Hey everyone, what is going on? Today is October 4th. It has been a while uploading one of these videos for the England Championships. Purely because there's been a few different reasons, but I think it's just been pretty hard to film training recently. It's been up and down a lot, and there's a lot of uncertainty what's going on. And podcasting has been a big thing that I'm dabbling into recently, which has been really cool. But today is Comp Day. Originally it was meant to be for the 5th of October, but we had an opportunity to join the Friday night session instead, so I thought I would do that instead of the day session, which is interesting. Never done a evening/night comp before, but a few things have made training interesting recently. Number one being, I recently just came back from Fiji. Actually, from this morning I came back, but I was at a Tony Robbins seminar, Life and Wealth Mastery event, which is really cool, which I'm not going to really discuss here in this video. But this trip was planned months in advance. This was like the main thing as priority, and when I was going for this comp, I knew that this was going to be something to work around, so that was okay. But I was meant to come back yesterday, and my flights were delayed. So actually, I had to catch the flight the following day. So I stayed in a hotel in LA for one night, and came back this morning, which made things challenging for the time zone difference and jet lag. So this comp, as much as I have high expectations for, I'm going to just accept whatever the outcome is and be okay with it. So right now I've actually just weighed in at 72 kilos, and now I'm on that little grace period between when you weigh in and when you actually start lifting. So I'm having a trusty sort of heel right now, nothing too heavy. Considering my body's just gone a bit crazy at the moment in terms of its time zone and meal timings and everything. So I never actually managed to go over my weight during training, which was something I'm a little disappointed with, but at the end of the day, I'm happy where things are at. So we're just gonna go in today and really go for those high numbers, which I planned for. So I'm gonna be opening at 87 for a snatch, aiming for a 92 to finish. And then for clean and jerk, we're gonna open at 112 and then finish on a 120. This is gonna be best case scenario. But like I said, if I fail, which I won't, but if I do, then I'm going to be okay with that. And there's always going to be next year to really give it my all for this. Considering I only accepted this comp 12 weeks ago. So while there's a decent amount of time to get some training adaptations, there's 12 weeks goes by like that. So there's not a lot of time for everything, especially your mindset and really preparing into it when you're trying to plan out your life. So yeah, it's going to be a fun night. We're just going to have fun, lift heavy, and we'll see how we go. Come on now.
Come on.
Come on.
Oh, you got this. Come on, yep. Come on,
Welcome back. A few things have changed. As you can see, the haircut is one thing, but today is about a week and a half out of the competition, so it is the 15th of October, so 10 days essentially. Had a bit of time to reflect on the competition and everything that has sort of happened. From the videos, you can tell I didn't get the numbers I expected, so let's start with that. So firstly, I opened with 87 kilos on the snatch, which is what I said. Failed on the first attempt, and that lowered my confidence a little bit. That's the first time I've missed my opener ever. So I went for it the second time. Why I missed it the first time, I think the competition was moving really fast and smoothly, so I was not expecting to be on the platform so soon. In that case, my warm-up ended up becoming a bit rushed towards the end, and actually in the back room when I was warming up, I missed 80 kilos, and then a minute later I was called to go on the platform to go for 87, so it was a bit of a stretch. So I did that, but I knew I could do it, so I went for the second time. Of course, going for 87 the second time, it means it was going to be a bigger jump to 92. So what I did was I went for 90, and unfortunately I missed it, but I'm happy with 87, which is a comp PB overall. My comp PB was 83, and now I've got 87, so that's one win. Let's talk about the clean and jerks. Body was moving pretty smoothly, except for like recently I have been experiencing a little bit of hip discomfort in my right hip, which is in deep flexion when it happens, and it doesn't really cause too much problem, especially with taking all this time off. I think for the holiday, I think I didn't expect to experience that, but especially during the cleans, that was the most issue that I ever had with discomfort. And with the strength, that was an issue. So apart from that, I was moving really well, but what happened was I missed 107 in my warm-ups, and that really lowered my confidence in the split jerk. So even though I was going to open at 112, I was like, okay, let's just go for 106. I knew at this point that I was not going to get the minimum requirements I needed for the total, but that was okay. I needed to get some numbers on the board. Fortunately, missed the 106 split jerk. Again, lowering the confidence a little bit. So I went for it again because I knew I wasn't going to get the numbers that I was planning for. Got the second one, really happy with that. And then I was going to go for 111. Originally going to be 110, but with the order that was happening, I would get a little bit longer rest if I was to go with 111 kilos. So I did that, and fortunately missed the split jerk again. So only 2 out of 6 lifts successfully completed on the platform. Overall, this is not my best efforts with the competitions that I've completed over the past 12 months, but that's okay. There's always going to be times where you're not going to be performing at the absolute best, and like I said, I had this holiday seminar already planned way in advance for this. The competition, I literally had only 12 months to complete this. I had the right hip pain discomfort going on there, so I'm going to get that checked out. Actually, I have physio tomorrow because it still caused me a little bit of issues, and this is going to give me time over the next year essentially to really build up and get stronger and better, because this year's all been quite flexible since my last competition in March, and I moved to London in April. Since then, my training's been quite flexible. I've been doing training 4 days a week, and then mobility on the side, and that's like the lowest I've ever done in terms of frequency, just because I'm a lot of uncertainty where I'm going to be actually training in the gym permanently, where I'm living, etc., work. So that worked out really well. My snatch has gone a long way, which I'm really happy with. I've spent a lot of time onto that. My cleans went down for quite a while. I was just struggling with technique to get them. And then they came up recently in the last month, which I was very happy with. Just the split jerks, I'm not sure what happened at the end there. I think it just went a bit forward, maybe fatigue, strength, I'm not too sure. One other big factor that came into all this was stress, financial stress in particular, because since moving over here, I didn't have a plan. And that's a big lesson to take away from if I was to move again and moving forward in the future with balancing all my projects and priorities, is having a financial plan. I think it's quite underrated that stress in your life outside the gym can play a huge effect over into your training and your athletic performance, and any performance in whatever discipline you're in. And even though I wasn't stressed going into the comp, it just compounds and it's in the back of your mind. It can play a huge role. You sleep less, you might recover less overall, you're training in 100% focus because you're worried about, okay, how I'm going to pay the next bill, that sort of thing. So that's going to be a big priority as well in the future, because I need to make a living and enjoy life. But if I'm going to take training into eventually to a professional level, I need to have financial support. So that is going to be a big goal over 2025 and the next 6 months especially. Overall, in summary, we can still take away the positives. So having an 87 comp PB, that's a new thing. And secondly, my first comp since being in UK, and I think that's, we've always got to try and find the positives in whatever scenario we're in. And much as the comp didn't go as much as I wanted, and unfortunately missing out on the England qualifiers for this year for the England Championships, that's okay. Next year, we'll have a lot more time in preparation for it, and I have no doubt that I will be able to succeed before the deadline is due. In terms of what happened next, I don't have any comps plans for the time being. It's giving me some time to really focus on the next stage of training. So I'm on the next phase of the lifting zone, which is the program I'm using from Sonny Webster and his team. And until I can have enough financial support to go back into getting some coaching again, that's going to be the short-term goal for that. And of course, in the meantime, I'm going to look at comps on the British weightlifting calendar and decide which is going to be the best option. You have British weightlifting championships coming up next year. The qualification is quite higher than the England championships. So for the total qualifier for England championships, I needed 212 kilos. For British weightlifting, I need, I think it's like 235 for my bodyweight category of 73, and that's coming up in April. It is a big jump. Of course, I'm going to do my best to try and get the highest numbers possible, but I understand I might need more time to achieve those numbers. And to close out this episode, I think I didn't film as much as I wanted to for this series. Again, a lot of things happening in my life that unfortunately didn't give me the opportunity to film as much as I wanted to document this. This series though, I'm open to potentially resuming it over the course of next year and just do less periodic videos over that span to try and train for the England Championships. So that might be cool, rather than just leaving this little series as 3 episodes. We'll see. If you have any suggestions on, maybe starting new playlists or series on that, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your opinion and what more you want to see in terms of weightlifting. That'd be really cool to do that. If you guys wish to support me, you can check out the 0 to 1 website and use the code CAM10 on checkout. And I think you guys will really love their quality t-shirts and hoodies that you can wear either day to day or in a gym, whatever you like. These guys, their mission is so powerful and inspiring to take that first step in whatever venture, project, or dream that you have, because what we see in successful people, like they're light years away, and taking that first step towards that action dream that you want is so powerful. So check their stuff out, guys. I think you'll really love the material and just the way that they make you feel. If you guys really like this video, please give this a like and subscribe if you want to see more kind of content like this. I really love weightlifting and talking about it, so if you like it too, then I'm happy to make more of this content. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. So yeah, we'll see you in the next video when that will be.